Kofiism number 1. You have a responsibility during your lifetime to realize all of your God-given gifts and share them with the world. I want to talk to you about something that keeps me up at night. Not fear, not failure, not the next deal or the next stage or the next goal. What keeps me up at night is the thought of a world full of people who never became who they were built to be. Leaders who never led, healers who never healed, builders who never built, voices that went silent, visions that died in the planning stage, gifts, real, rare, world-changing gifts that went to the grave with the person that carried them. That is not a small thing. That is a tragedy, and it's happening every single day. So today, I want to speak directly to you, not to the version of you that showed up today going through the motions, the version of you that caught a glimpse of something in your quietest moments, the version of you that knows deeply, undeniably knows that there's more to give, more to build, more to become. I want to speak to that person because that person has a responsibility. I've built my life around one belief, one conviction. It sits at the foundation of everything that I do, everything I teach, and everything that I'm still becoming. You have a responsibility during your lifetime to realize all of your God-given gifts and share them with the world. It's not a suggestion. It's not a nice idea. This is actually a responsibility, and I need you to feel the weight of that word, because responsibility is not the same as opportunity. Opportunity, you can pass on. Opportunity, you can defer. Opportunity, you can let somebody else take. Responsibility follows you. It does not expire. It does not get reassigned. One day, whether you're ready for that conversation or not, you'll have to account for what you did with what you were given. Now, I want to speak to a specific group of people, because not everyone watching this carries the same weight. Some of you are not just responsible for your own gifts, you're responsible for the gifts of the people around you, the potential of the communities you serve, the direction of the organizations that you lead, the future of the people who are watching you, whether you ask them to or not. I'm talking to the leaders, the CEOs, the coaches, the mentors, the chosen ones. You know who you are. You felt it before you had a title for it. You felt it in the way that people gravitated towards you, and the way problems got brought to you, and the way rooms shifted when you walked in, and the way you couldn't stop yourself from seeing solutions even when everyone else was seeing obstacles. That's not a coincidence. That is a calling. And a calling is not comfortable. A calling is not convenient. A calling does not care about your schedule, your fear, your self-doubt, or your past. A calling simply insists. It shows up every morning. It taps you on the shoulder every time you play small. It burns in your chest every time you gave less than your best. You were chosen for this, not because you're perfect, not because you have it all figured out, but because something in you, something real and rare and God-given, was designed for impact at a scale that most people are not built to carry. And the world is waiting. Communities are waiting. Countries are waiting. People who've never met you are waiting for the thing that only you can bring. So the question is not whether you have what it takes. You do. The question is, are you willing to do what it takes to bring it fully into the world? Because here's what I've learned. Gifts unrealized don't just hurt the person who carried them. They create a hole, a vacuum, a gap in the world where something important was supposed to exist and doesn't. Think about the mentor that never mentored, the children who grew up without guidance that was meant to come from them. Think about the leader who played it safe their whole career, the organization that never reached its full potential because the right voice stayed silent. Think about the entrepreneur that had an idea, a real idea, one that would have changed things, and talked themselves out of it because the timing wasn't right. The timing is never going to be right. The conditions are never going to be perfect. The fear is never going to go fully away. And the world cannot afford to keep waiting for you to be ready. So let me give you something practical. Because inspiration without direction is just emotion. And I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to make you move, to agitate change. So here are 5 simple steps to begin living in your full responsibility, fully, boldly, and without apology. Step 1, take inventory of your gifts, not your skills, not your resume, your gifts. The things that come so naturally to you that you undervalue them because they feel so easy. The things that people always come to you for. The things that you could do for hours and lose track of time. Write them down, all of them. Because you cannot share what you have not first identified and owned. Step 2, confront the gaps between your current life and your called life. Be honest, brutally honest, lovingly honest. Where are you playing small? Where are you hiding behind busyness instead of doing the bold thing? Where are you waiting for permission that was never coming because the only person that can give it to you is you? Name the gap, because you cannot close what you refuse to see. Step 3, make a declaration, not a goal, not a resolution, a declaration, a statement of who you're committed to becoming and what you're committed to bringing into the world, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the timeline, regardless of who believes in you right now. Declarations create identity, and identity drives behavior. When you know who you are, your decisions become simpler, your standards become non-negotiable, and your direction becomes clear. Step 4, build your circle of accountability. You cannot realize your gifts in isolation. Every great leader has people around them who see their potential, who call them higher and refuse to let them settle. If you do not have that circle, build it, seek it, invest in it. The people around you are either pulling you towards your best self or allowing you to stay comfortable in something less. Choose your circle accordingly. And if you're looking for that community right now, Mogul Nation was built exactly for this. Step 5, start before you're ready. This is the one most people skip. They want to be more prepared, more qualified, more certain. But the world's most important work has always been done by people who started before they felt they were ready and grew into the calling along the way. You do not need more time. You need more courage. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Start today. Because every day you wait is a day the world goes without something it needs. And here's a bonus one. Fail forward. And I mean this with everything in me. You will get it wrong. You will stumble. You'll have moments where you question everything. Your gifts, your calling, your direction, your sanity. You will have days where the vision feels impossibly far. And the gap between where you are and where you're supposed to be feels unbearable. Good. That's not a sign that you're on the wrong path. That's the price of impact. That's what it costs to do something that actually matters in a world that is comfortable with average. Every leader worth following has a collection of failures that never made the highlight reels. Every breakthrough has a backstory full of setbacks. Every gift that changed the world was first tested by circumstances that tried to take it out. The question is never whether you will fail. You will. The question is whether you will stay down, or if you'll find the lesson, find the footing, and move along the way. Move anyway. That's the whole instruction. Not perfectly, not painlessly, not with everyone's approval or understanding. Just forward. Always forward. Because the world does not need you to be flawless. It needs you to be relentless. And I'll close with this. History does not remember the people who played it safe. It does not celebrate the ones who had great ideas and kept them to themselves. It does not honor the leaders who had the platform and stayed quiet, the coaches who had the wisdom and kept it close, the visionaries who had the blueprint and never broke ground. History remembers the ones who showed up fully, completely, without waiting for permission or perfect conditions or universal approval. The ones who looked at their gifts, however imperfect, however incomplete, and said, "This is what I have to do, and I'm going to give it everything." That is the call, and it is on you. Not tomorrow, not when the kids are older, or when the business is more stable, or when the fear gets a lot quieter. Now, today. Everything you already have, bring it to the table. Which brings me back to the most important Kofiism one more time. You have a responsibility during your lifetime to realize all of your God-given gifts and share them with the world. I'm living mine every single day, imperfectly, but persistently, with everything I have. And I'm calling you, leader, coach, CEO, chosen one, to do the same. The world does not need a better version of someone else. It needs the fullest, most realized, most unleashed version of you. So get focused, get moving, and give the world what it's been waiting for. Go. For more content like this, click subscribe and join our free platform for high achievers, leaders, and CEOs, MOGUL Nation. And join MOGULNation.com. And if you're ready to bring this kind of energy to your team, organization, or next event, visit KofiNarte.com to book your keynote or executive experience. Let's go and let's grow. Rawr!